Good morning, comrades, or good night, depends on the time you're watching, obviously. No, on a serious note, today not a vlog, but more kind of a public service announcement, because as you know by now, unfortunately, my vlogs are roughly delayed by 7 days, and we have some issue that we need to discuss urgently with you, because in 7 days it's going to be already old news. And I'm talking, in fact, about this. This flyer has been distributed, I'm sorry for my enthusiastic English, yesterday around Nürburgring car park by the Nürburgring itself, and it says important notes and rules about the tourist drives Nürburgring, that you're not allowed to time yourself during your laps. Saying, dear tourist driver, lap timing during the tourist drives can lead to aggressive driving, negatively affect the concentration, endanger others, and is strictly forbidden. Tourist drives are about having fun at the world's most beautiful racetrack and not about the fastest time. This should remain so. The violation and prohibition is punishable by severe penalties. Driving ban will wish you lots of fun. Now, after this has been circulating a lot around the Nürburgring car park, and after that, obviously, on the social media, on Facebook, Instagram, all the other Nürburgring related communities, there have been lots of, I should say, question, remarks, obvious comments, positive, negative, outrageous one, and such, and I already had chance to interview, ask opinion from a lot of Nürburgring locals or Nürburgring regulars, and here is what they have to say. So here is Maxi, who has been driving GLP, right, with this car?
Yes.
Quite often you also have an NSU TT.
Also, yes.
What is your opinion about the enforcement of the ban of the lap times?
Well, on one point it's a bit strange because it's Touristenfahrten is all about comparison. If you'll be honest, you say to your friend, hey, how was your time, how was your lap? But well, I think everyone is responsible to himself, so yeah. If you have a lap timer in your car or not, doesn't matter in my opinion, so yes. On the one side it's a good thing for the people who really want to the lap time and to force it to have a good lap time, who travel maybe 1,000 of kilometers doing 5 laps, and like there's a CRX driver, you know, maybe the video, who is trying to get the lap time with this force, and yes, that's not the right point to get this lap time. But
you understand that the whole issue is having a lap timer on your dashboard that's saying you're driving this time, and that's encouraging you to drive.
But I think more laps you done, and the regular drivers who are driving here, they don't matter, or that they don't think about, oh, my lap time is now 10 seconds faster or 10 seconds slower. I drive 100 laps here in 2 months, so not me, but other drivers, and they say this lap time is not good. Okay, next lap. So yeah. Yes.
So it's a bit both ways, you think?
Yes, I'm a bit splitted. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
And have lots of fun, and only timing at GLP.
Yes. Only.
Good. Now, let me explain this whole, issue. It is actually nothing crazy, nothing surprising, because as a matter of fact, the whole reason for this, in fact, timing yourself is prohibited since the day one, because the base foundation rule about this has to do with insurance. As soon as there's a timing element involved in your driving, this is being seen as competition, and then the liability insurance is completely different, and well, I can fill the whole vlog about it, explaining what is so different about it, what makes it different, but I'm pretty sure that the majority of you understands that the foundation of it, timing element, it's not allowed. Also, a lot of people said, okay, well, TF drives public road, we understand, because it's a kind of public road as the Nürburgring, then it's not allowed, let's book a track day. But no, during track days you're also not allowed to time yourself, and that's not only for the Nürburgring, it's also for other racetracks in the world. There are separate test days which are related to racing where you are officially allowed. Now, if this has been, let's say, if this always has been prohibited, why suddenly all the fuss? Why are you, as of today, are not, you have flyers, you need to make people aware of the lap times, that you're not allowed to do it. Well, I just gonna say the things they are, the things the way they are. What? Oh, a bit windy here. Mr. Stateside Supercars, what do you think of the new lap timing ban?
People are still gonna do it.
They shouldn't do it.
No, people are still gonna.
They're still gonna do it.
Yeah.
But what do you think of the thought behind it, that you shouldn't be lap timing yourself?
I don't think I'm the right person to be asking this because I do lap timing.
So it appears to be that we're safe from the wind here. No, I'm gonna tell you the actual reason why Nürburgring decided to enforce those for the lap timing ban today. So it's kind of a very long explanation, but it all leads to this. In the last couple of years, the social media has made a huge leap and become very important in our lives in general, but also regarding Nürburgring. You see a lot of YouTube channels, including mine. I started vlogging last year, but you also have all the others who do, well, the cars driving past, sometimes, let's be honest, the crash videos. And another important thing are the onboard videos involving lap times. Obviously, there are multiple examples. So let's say 2 years ago you had the guys from One Lap Heroes with the ring banana who said, hey, you don't need to have a fast car to enjoy the track. I totally agree with them. And then they said, hey, we can drive the sub 9-minute lap with a shitbox MX-5. And yes, indeed you can, but many people forget that the driver, Gabriele Piana, is a professional VLN driver, 24 hours driver, and such. So it's kind of problematic when someone who has never been at the Nürburgring assumes that he can easily do a sub 9-minute lap. Then you have also the battle of the E36s that we saw earlier this year. Someone doing 7 minutes 30, then 7 minutes 27, then 7 minutes 24, and the battle kept on, and everyone wanted to jump on a bandwagon, become famous about being the fastest E36 on the Nürburgring, which was for me personally amazing thing to watch. This was honestly very good. Yeah, and you also have people who get banned for the sound, but we're gonna get to that in a later point. Yeah. Well, some people are obviously also proud of getting banned. Apparently this is part of Nürburgring culture. But no, where was I? E36s? Then I don't want to play the saint here and being innocent. I am also part of the problem because, again, I have a car called the Sub 7 Up. The name itself suggests that the car can do a certain lap time, and unfortunately it is not the case. But on a serious point, I'm also guilty of posting lap times myself quite often, saying like, hey, I installed a new suspension, this allowed me to go 30 seconds faster. I'm dropping some important paper that I will show it to you in a bit, which allow me to go 30 seconds faster, because again, improvement of lap times is, I believe, a valid way to show you that upgrades are working, but this is something for another topic. So again, I'm also guilty. And then finally, most recently, and which has probably led to the enforcement of this lap time ban, is the Club 1000, whereby people were encouraged to get a shitbox car with 1 liter engine displacement and then to go sub 10. You can understand that with a shitbox car, going sub 10, pushing it to its limit, can cause dangerous situation. We've seen it in the past. We had literally some lethal accidents which has costed people life were involving lap times. People were having lap times in it because they were trying either to beat someone's lap time, they were either to try to impress someone, and then in the end it had fatal consequences. So you can understand that all those things combined, Nürburgring said enough is enough. We're gonna enforce the lap timing ban, and thereby we have this. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
What do you think of the new lap timing ban?
I like it.
You like it?
No, I don't like it. No, I have a mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings.
But I think it will be more safe, definitely. I know it for myself. When I start lap timing, I go crazy. So it will be much more safe, much better than for the people. But yeah, we will see.
Thank you for being honest. The main question is, from many of you guys, what is it going to change? What is going to be different about everything? The main reason is, of course, you're still allowed to go out there. You're still allowed to film yourself doing a lap. And obviously nobody gonna stop you from making a video in the first place and then just subtracting, well, calculating your own lap time by thinking like, oh, okay, we passed the bridge, the Bilstein Bridge, somewhere at 10 seconds, we finish at 8 minutes 40, so at the gantry, so probably our lap time is somewhere around 8:30. Well, guesstimating is all fine. It becomes a real problem once there is a visible timing aspect in the video where you see the actual lap time filming. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. When you see the actual lap time in the video, when you have the actual lap timer in the car, which encourages you to go faster. And in fact, many of you people probably want to know why I re-uploaded a week-old video yesterday after doing some changes. It's because I had the lap timer in the video of the GTR doing a 7 minutes 05, and after which Nürburgring said to me, like, listen, you are breaking the law here because this is not allowed, please remove it, especially since we have all this discussion. So I had to remove it, change it, and now this video is not against any violations, which is good. Speaking of the videos, one thing what I want to tell you is a lot of people also ask, like, hey, are you allowed to film at the Nürburgring in general? Because in the past there have been a serious video ban, it has been enforced, people were getting pulled over at the gate and asked to remove the cameras, and this has stopped roughly 5 years ago, but still a lot of people think that it's still in force. In fact, if you're running commercial videos like I do, because I have pretty big reach, and sometimes, hopefully most of the times, my videos get monetized on YouTube. This means that it's really commercial videos, and thereby for that you need a filming license. Now there have been comments on my YouTube channel sometimes saying like, oh, I really hope that the Nürburgring management is watching you and taking notes of what you're doing. Well, for those people, I'd like to point out that I try to play always by the book. So, for example, for today is the 28th, and you can see that the permit, photo and filming permit has been issued to me, to comrades and Misha, filming and photography permit, and from 28th. So this whole weekend, I can just hang about at the car park and tell you how amazing the Nürburgring is, and encourage you to come over here, and all the other people that encourage you to come over here, that you can still have a lot of fun without lap times involved. So don't time yourself, and if you want to time yourself, make sure to book a test session at the VLN, get a racing license, start racing RCN, VLN, GLP, whatever not, and there it is even important to do lap times. But here, don't do it, because again, it causes problems in a literal sense. You've seen Max, the driver of the Megane. He said literally, once the clock is ticking, I become nervous. Honestly, I had it myself as well, because when you have, for example, like Race Navigator or more advanced lap timer that shows the predictable lap time after you've done a lap, it starts calculating and thinks like, oh, maybe you can go faster. Then you start driving faster, and your self-preservance, or like, you know, the instinct of thinking like, oh, I should not be, your intellect is being switched off, and you only drive on adrenaline and emotions, and you're gonna make mistakes, and those mistakes are gonna cost you a lot: barrier damage, car damage, and in the worst case scenario, like I told you earlier, it can cost you or your passenger his or her life. So this is something you shouldn't be doing. A couple of more things that I want to say. First of all, this lap timing ban is not the only issue that is being covered by the Nürburgring. It's not the only change that's gonna come up in the nearby future. There are going to be more changes regarding that, because again, due to the rise of social media, some things need to have a better regulation, so stay tuned for that. Having said that, I can try to ask Nürburgring itself, maybe someone related to Nürburgring social media, to answer some of your questions in case you have some. I would be more than happy to answer your questions in the comment section, but in case you have something special, we might get in touch with Nürburgring itself and see what they can answer. In case you have some questions that are like, oh, like, now I'm very scared of coming to the Nürburgring. I don't know for what reason you would be scared. If you just come here to drive and enjoy everything in the first place and not, don't do any lap times, everything should be perfectly fine. Now, and finally, I don't even know if I should be mentioning it in the first place, but I'm sure there are some people gonna say like, oh, well, and if I don't obey, what's that? Because a couple of people that I interviewed today also said like, well, they're not gonna be able to enforce it. Maybe, but however, let me get another piece of paper that I have in my back pocket over here. Kangoo race ban.
Hello.
What do you think of the new timing ban enforcement?
They're useless. They can't control it. No chance.
Well, that's one thing.
Well, with the GT3 RS GPS lap timer, I think the M2 and M4 have them as well. So
That's true, because some cars are equipped with a lap
do you want
timer.
to ban these cars?
No, but I think the actual thing is the message that you shouldn't encourage people to set lap time, brag about it, and try to beat someone else's lap
You
time.
should film them.
Yeah.
It's just another rule which is actually not controllable.
Yeah.
Like drifting.
Yeah.
There are always corners where there's no marshal and corners.
But do you think that, well, you have probably one of the fastest vans around Nürburgring. You drive here almost, well, as much as you can, but I don't see any lap time. So do you need lap time or lap times to enjoy the track?
I enjoy the track even with a slow car. I will go as fast as possible even if I don't count lap times.
This is true, you don't need lap time to go fast. So, in case you want to be a full bad boy, there is Section 8.1 sanctions. A contractual penalty of at least 250 euros will be imposed to whoever is violating the rules. And if you're like, oh, so what? I just gonna like be like, you know, make it rain, 250 euros and make a lap time. Well, there's also the section 8.2, which says CNG, which is the Nürburgring, reserves the right to impose a driving ban on the track users and such and such. You can get banned. It has happened before. People got banned for violating the rules. Oh yeah. The Dutch ring racing, our Nürburgring regular. How you doing?
Now you've
Can-
seen them all.
Yeah, can I ask you a question? What do you think about the Nürburgring lap times ban enforcement?
If you read the rules carefully, you don't need to read it. You have more fun without the lap timer.
Those are probably...
Consider everybody is having fun. So if you are running in a lap time, then you're being too aggressive. Everybody has fun here. Everybody pays the same amount for a lap, so nobody is more equal than the other.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I totally agree.
Live and let die.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your lap. Yeah. Now, finally, some final personal thoughts. I honestly think it is a good thing for the reasons I mentioned before, that is gonna prevent, well, lots of aggressive, dangerous driving. But on the other hand, like many people said, it's gonna be fairly difficult to enforce the ban, to just completely eradicate it in the first place, because honestly, lap timing is a part of the Nürburgring. For example, even over there, you have a GT3 with the license plate 719, oh my god, which implies that the car has done 719. And then obviously you still have a lot of people who want to be the fastest E36 on the Nürburgring. So the time will tell. That's a very nice pun of me, if I may say so. The time will tell whether the lap timing ban will be enforced. For that, I would say subscribe to my channel, make sure to like, and most importantly to share it with your friends who are planning to come to the Nürburgring. Make them aware of the dangers of lap timing, and importantly of the dangers not only that it can cause to accidents, but it can also cause a driving ban around the Nürburgring. I hope you guys enjoyed this public service announcement, and I'm looking forward, very much looking forward to seeing you here at the world's most beautiful racetrack, and also on my channel. Once in a while I do daily videos, but if you don't want to watch daily, you can also come a couple of times a week. I appreciate that. Make sure to leave thumbs up, a nice comment, and see you at the Nürburgring. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.